What's good, y'all? We back with another Dragon's Dogma 2 video. In my last one, we did a breakdown of the Dark Arisen 2 trailer. And in this one, we're going to be talking about those old Dragon Princess leaks from 2 years ago. I'm surprised they haven't really resurfaced, so let's talk about it. I want to see if these old leaks actually hold up now that we got some official DLC news. And we also just got confirmation that Dragon's Dogma 2 will be at Gamescom at the end of August, which makes sense because that's when they're dropping the big patch. And it'll be the perfect time to show us some more DLC news. So once they do that, we might have to revisit this. But let's get into the leaks. Title: Dragon Princess. The DLC is considerably bigger than Dark Arisen. I mean, that's kinda a given, right? That would be crazy if it wasn't. The DLC isn't altering the base game. Well, we can kinda confirm that that's not true, right? Since the 12 new dungeons will be in the base game of Dragon's Dogma. The new area is a swamp and tundra of a country called Galatia, based on European northern countries. It's about the size of the main map in the base game, Batal and Vernworth. It will be accessible by some point in the east of Vernworth. Okay, so this one was kind of 50-50. We know the DLC takes place in the northern region, and we know it's a snowy area, but it's not called Galatia, it's called Norgan. But hey, titles and names can change, right? It's been 2 years. We can't say for sure if it's really bigger than both regions put together, but we can say this: even if it's just the size of one region, that's still pretty good. The first region in DD2 is probably bigger than the entire Dragon's Dogma 1. So here's what I think. They did say there would be a swamp area in the leak. I'm not too sure about that one, but I did notice the entire region of Norgan isn't covered in snow, as you can see in this part of the trailer. So it would be a split, or could be a split like Batal. Batal is half desert, and then the other half of Batal is the volcano island area. So for the DLC, it could be half snow, and then the other half could be the swampy area. The story is about a female arisen chosen by another dragon. The main story is only accessible after the main game, but the region can be accessed at any point in the game. Okay, it does make sense that you can visit the new region at any point in the game. It was the same way in the first one, right? Just go to the docks at nighttime and talk to Aura, and she'll take you to Bitter Black Island. Now this is crazy right here, because if we can only access the DLC after beating the main game, that means that the Unmoored World is the canon ending. Now I knew it was something funny about the words unwritten epic, but I really couldn't put my finger on it. But shout out to Chainsaw because he cracked the code. The unwritten epic line in the tagline for the DLC comes from the Pathfinder at the end of the game. He says this tale has been unwritten. So if your new unwritten epic begins, that means that the Unmoored World is the canon ending. And that would also mean that this part of the DLC leak is right. Now here's the big one. In the trailer they revealed a mysterious female character named Air. Is this the female Arisen? In the trailer she says, "Arisen, it is a burden I alone must shoulder."
Arisen. 'Tis a burden I alone must shoulder.
Now this could just be a pawn, but I doubt it. And this dragon is most likely the dragon that was slain by her, and how she got the name Dragon Princess. If you think about it, the Arisen could be known as the Dragon King. They do get nicknames when they ascend to the throne, like Duke Edmund Dragonsbane in Dragon's Dogma 1 for example. Now why her dragon has been resurrected? This is where we can really go crazy with the theories, but I'll save that for another video. The DLC will be priced at around $30. It will be the biggest ever made by Capcom, and it has been in the works alongside the main game. There will be around 10 new big monsters and around 35 new enemy types. The ones I've seen are a giant snow troll, a giant spider bear, poison wyvern, and Cerberus. Hydra and cockroaches are not one of them. Release date November 2024, but it might get delayed. I don't think it's been officially confirmed, but if you look online, it does say you can buy the expansion separately for $30, and as a package deal, the Dark Arisen expansion will be $50, including the base game. It being the biggest ever made by Capcom is also possible. Capcom isn't really known as an open world RPG developer, and when you think about it, this is their first big expansion of this gaming generation. So it makes sense that this would be their biggest DLC. Monster Hunter's DLC doesn't come out until next year, so even if Monster Hunter DLC ends up being bigger than this one, they technically didn't lie. They gave us our 5 minutes of fame. We also do have proof that it's been in the works alongside the main game, because you can look at the loading screens that we've referenced several times and the item descriptions and the 12 mysterious dungeons that have been locked and the NPC who even talked about those dungeons. They said the DLC would have a giant snow troll, which we did see in the trailer. A giant spider bear, I don't know about that one. I doubt that's going to be in the game. A poison wyvern, and they said there wouldn't be a cockatrice. But maybe this poison wyvern is the wyvern that looks like a cockatrice breathing fire that we saw in the trailer. And I did mention in my last video, in Myth, the cockatrice can breathe fire. They also said we would be getting Cerberus, but no signs of Cerberus in the trailer. But like I said, Capcom will be showing more Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC at Gamescom in August. So far, these old leaks are looking pretty legit to me. Like I said, titles change, names change, things change. It's been 2 years. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the leaks, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Is Air the Dragon Princess, or is she just a pawn, or somebody totally different? I think she is the Dragon Princess, but that's it for the video. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.